Good evening and welcome to the program, everyone. Tonight, a dramatic new chapter in the People's Democratic Party's internal struggle for leadership. A fight that has now reached the judiciary and threatens to reshape the party's direction ahead of the 2027 general elections. The Federal High Court sitting in Ibadan has nullified the PDP's National Convention held on 15th November 2025. It declared the gathering invalid and ruled that the leadership elected there, led by Kabiru Taminu Turaki, has no legal standing to act as the party's national officers. The court also said the event was conducted in flagrant disregard of subsisting court orders and the party's constitution. It's also barred Turaki and others from parading themselves as national officers. The Turaki faction has now vowed to appeal. They insist the convention remains valid and its leadership is unshaken. But today's ruling is likely to intensify the already bitter internal contest, a contest my first guest tonight has been deeply entangled in. And beyond the headlines today, I'm joined by Deji Doherty, who's factional Deputy National Secretary of the PDP, is loyal to Wike, and we intend to explore the political implications of this judgment and what it means for the future of the PDP as Nigeria gears up for the next election cycle. That's after this break, everyone. Stay with us. We're following very closely development from Ibadan, and it's the latest update with the internal struggle of the People's Democratic Party. Mr. Deji Doherty is factional Deputy National Secretary of the PDP, a lawyer to Wike. He joins us now very briefly to find out what's happening here. Mr. Doherty, the Federal High Court in Ibadan nullified the November 15, 2025 PDP National Convention and barred the Turaki-led National Working Committee from acting. It's a decision I believe your faction welcomes. What exactly did the court affirm in your favor, and what did it deliberately leave open as the matter heads to the appellate court?
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for having me today. The Ibadan judgment is a show of consistency, and it's a very welcome development within the democratic space and not just PDP. The judgment clears the air today that the Turaki faction does not exist. That's just it. It does not exist. Whatever has been said, whatever has been done in Ibadan has definitely come to a nullity, like we have always said. This is a show that democracy and the rule of law must be obeyed at any particular point in time, in any political party, not just PDP, in any political party. And we're happy that at least now we can move forward as a party and we can move forward as a united front.
I hear you, Mr. Doherty. But it is not Uhuru yet because we understand that the other faction is headed to the appeal court to test the validity of this judgment. Supporters of the Makinde aligned faction argue that even if the court ruled against the Ibadan Convention, political legitimacy cannot be decided by judges alone, but by party stakeholders and delegates. How do you respond to that argument that your faction may have legal backing for now, but lacks broad political acceptance within the PDP?
Well, right now, if you look on our rise, you can see even the solidarity that the former, the present minister for the FCT is having. You can look at Arise right now, and you can see the mammoth crowd, and you can see a situation whereby a lot of support is being gathered for him in Port Harcourt itself and in Rivers State. So they can say whatever they like, they can do whatever they want to do, they can go to appeal, it's their basic right. It's a fundamental human right. You understand? But light will always show against darkness. And that is what the situation is right now. The support that the sitting minister and we have in Lagos, in Abuja, in Kaduna, in Kano, in Taraba, in Katsina, in Bauchi is overwhelming. And you will start seeing that state by state as we go along. You can remember last week, there was a caretaker committee in the local governments that was inaugurated. The week before the last in Lagos State, the week before the last, the state caretaker committee was inaugurated. Next week, you're going to have the world caretaker committee being inaugurated. This is a country of 200 and something million people. You understand? And definitely, you can agree with me, and you will agree with me after you see the show of support that is going to come out of this.
You know, one of the most damaging accusations against your faction is that it's quietly advancing the interest of the APC and President Tinubu by keeping the PDP divided. Some even describe your camp as a Trojan horse within the PDP. How do you respond to Nigerians who genuinely believe this internal crisis is weakening the opposition to the benefit of the ruling party?
My brother, one thing leads to another, and I've always said it. And I am PDP. I've been against the APC in Lagos State. I've been against the ACN. I've been against the AC in Lagos State for over 26 years. Now, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu has emerged as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You can't take that from him. That's number one. Number two, you see that you, as the media, can pick one person, especially in the Southwest, that has the history, that has the template, that has the charisma, that has the wherewithal to run against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, politics in Nigeria is evolving. And I can see Nigeria turn into a two-party state, not a one-party state, a two-party state where you're going to have the PDP and the APC coming together to form a mega party. And then all other parties that do not want to join this change in the democratic setting in Nigeria, they can form another party. And then you will have a two-party state. Now, Governor Wike is there to create this transition within the political space. I believe personally that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has come to execute something that is going to create a better Nigeria.
All right.
And that is my own take. So you cannot, those that cannot see beyond political parties, those that cannot see beyond Nigeria will definitely say that Governor Wike is doing these negative things, holding PDP down. The whole political space has changed.
I hear you, Mr. Doherty.
Some people are going to change with it, and some people are not.
I agree.
And we are ready to change with the democratic space.
I agree with you to the extent that a whole lot has changed. And that second party, as we speak now, might not be PDP. If you are paying attention to the numbers, the number of PDP governors who have left for the APC, you're left with just about 4. The other party might be the ADC, which seem to have a coalition and a promising primary ahead of it. We don't know what will happen with the PDP in the remaining 11 months that we have in the pre-election year. But we have to go now. Let me put this directly to you. If your faction had to choose between strict legal victory that leaves the PDP divided and fractured as it is currently, and a negotiated political compromise that restores unity but requires concessions, which would you prioritize?
Can you give me that question again, please?
I'm saying that if your faction has to choose between the victory, the legal victory that you currently enjoy, but that has left the PDP divided, and a negotiated political compromise that restores unity, but that requires some concessions on your part, which one will you choose?
My brother, we will choose Nigeria. The people of Nigeria need a change. The people of Nigeria need the structural adjustment program, which is the renewed hope of the present president. You understand? And I, as a businessman, I, as a politician, I see a change at the grassroots level and in all the levels. Yes, definitely there will be sacrifices. You can never, never achieve victory without sweat. And the sacrifices might be tight right now, but definitely it's working towards something. Let me say this before you go, please. Let me say this. The thing there is this: let people start thinking Nigeria. Let Obi start thinking Nigeria. Let Atiku start thinking Nigeria. Let politicians start thinking Nigeria rather than political parties. You understand? We, in all the political parties, we have failed our people in different ways and different manners, even though, yes, we have also done some good. We had Obasanjo, he has played his part in the transition into democracy. We had Yeredua, he played his. We have Jonathan, he had brought sanity. Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu is the first politician to run this country. And definitely things, the landscape is changing. We need to change with it. Change is difficult for normal people, definitely. But I will let you know this. Even the Turaki-led people have started contacting us to tell us, look, we are not going to quarrel. We're not going to, if this is the way we're going to go, carry us along. Let us go with it together. You understand? And that is what is happening in Lagos State PDP. And you will see it over the next couple of weeks.
Good place to leave it. We'll continue this conversation, especially with your claim that people from the other divide are already reaching out. Deji Doherty is factional Deputy National Secretary of the PDP. Thank you so much for talking to us on the program this evening.
Thank you very much.
In the second half of the